LeisureTime College Game Day, America's premier portrait mode college football pregame show.
I said that.
You said that,
Week 6. With your host, Matt, Mr. C Worldwide, and Professor Leisure.
A Spartan? I mean, how could that? It can't.
And we may suck this year.
Even though I hate the Gators. No! Princess, not so fast! What? You're the only 10 I see. We got Ohio State fans right here.
Live from New York City and live from Gatorland. Hi, I am live here at Gatorland in Orlando, ready for yet another amazing week of LeisureTime TV College Game Day. It is America's premier portrait mode college football pregame show, and we are coming to you again live from Gatorland. Now, I'm hoping that we got some of the audio problems worked out from last week, where Matt's audio did not match his lips. It was almost as if maybe, I don't know, like maybe there was deep fake or something, but we're back, don't worry, live here at Gatorland, ready for this week.
Hey Dan, I am coming to you live from Times Square here in New York City, getting ready for college football this weekend in the Big Apple. Now, speaking of big, I'll tell you what UCF is not in. They're not in the big positive 12, they're in the big negative 12, and I'm picking Kansas to take down the UCF Knights this weekend. Let's go.
Is that a Jayhawk? Is that a Jayhawk? I don't know what the heck a Jayhawk is. All I know is UCF lost to Kansas State last week. Brutal loss. So we are breaking out all the stops at home in the bounce house to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. I don't know, it looks like they want Kansas to win. I disagree. UCF with the night mode in the bounce house, 7:30 p.m. kick. UCF beats Kansas.
To meet these two guys!
All right, Kansas State versus Baylor. Kansas State coming off a big win versus UCF, now playing Baylor. Can they bounce back for a second week in a row? I'm picking Kansas State and the Wildcats to win. Let's go.
Oh, that's giving me nightmares. Nightmares from last week. It reminds me of that Kansas State logo, this dumb Wildcat, after they beat my UCF Knights on the road in Manhattan, Kansas. Well, guess what? Kansas State plays again this week, and now it's Baylor. Is Kansas State back? Are they for real? If they beat my UCF Knights, they're obviously back. So, Baylor goes down, and Kansas State relives a nightmare. Not for me, though. This time for Baylor. Kansas State wins.
Make some noise for Bobo!
All right, Miami versus FSU. FSU with a heartbreaker in overtime versus Virginia. Now they look to bounce back at home in Doak Campbell. Miami coming off a bye week. Can they improve to 5-0? I'm picking the upset because FSU at home. Doak Campbell's going to be rocking. Carson Beck's going to throw interceptions like he does because he's really a Georgia Bulldog at heart. I'm picking the Noles, as much as it breaks my heart as a Gator fan. Go Noles, beat the Canes.
Is this a sign? I got a whole flock of ibis here. Like we're waiting on an incoming storm, like an incoming hurricane. Are the Miami Hurricanes gonna beat the FSU Seminoles? I gotta be careful because my wife is a Seminole, and I gotta be absolutely careful. But I'm telling you, I'm sitting here and I got ibis. They're all surrounding me. This should be a tough pick. FSU though, at home in Joe Campbell Stadium at night. After a tough loss on the road at UVA, can they pull it off? Absolutely. FSU beats Miami, and the U continues to go down.
All right, Florida versus Texas in the swamp. Florida's coming off a bye week. You might be thinking, Matt, you're in New York right now. You're not worried about, you're not even focused about the Gators. That's a lie. I got my Gators underneath this jacket. It is fall up here in New York, not pool season anymore up here. But the Gators, a must win. People are saying if we lose this game, Billy's fired by Sunday morning. I am picking the Gators for the upset. The last chance to turn this season around, get to a bowl game. Billy Napier, DJ Lagway, gonna pull off the upset versus the Longhorns. Horns down. Let's go Gators, baby.
Sitting here on the edge of the swamp, I got Gators swimming by. The Gators also got a big game this week at home against the Texas Longhorns. Now, Florida has not had the start to the season that they've wanted. They gotta turn it around at some point, don't they? Against Texas and hook 'em horns. Well, I'm sitting here in the swamp. I'm a little worried these Gators are gonna not like my pick. But of course, I gotta go, and I hate to do this because it's my least favorite hand sign. But we gotta go horns up as the Longhorns beat the Gators and continue their awful, doldrum, disappointing season. Sorry, Matt. No, I'm not that sorry.
All right, Vanderbilt versus Alabama. There's been an uproar this week in college football that game day should have been going to Tallahassee, but it's going to Tuscaloosa, baby. And you're thinking, why? Well, that's because the SEC will always be greater than the ACC, and you all know it. Now, Vanderbilt, Alabama, this game would have been a game at 7:30 on the SEC network 5 years ago, but now it's prime time, ranked matchup. Vanderbilt beat Alabama last year, but Kellen DeBoer just coming off a great win versus Georgia, those fake puppies. I'm picking Alabama for the win. Give me Alabama.
Just sitting here on the front porch in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Big home game. Well, actually, no, it's a big road game for Vanderbilt. They're coming in undefeated to Tuscaloosa. Biggest game in Vanderbilt for a long time for Vanderbilt. Bama has been up, they've been down. Who knows what Alabama's got this year? Are they going to beat Vanderbilt? I think everybody in the whole world wants Vanderbilt to absolutely come through and win, and I'm one of them. So I'm going to go with it. Let's go with Vanderbilt. They're for real this year. They're for real this time. Vanderbilt beats Alabama in Tuscaloosa and slams the coffin shut on Bama's dominant era.
All right, UVA versus Louisville. UVA coming off that great upset versus FSU. Got to keep that momentum. I think they're feeling hot. They're feeling confident. Give me the Cavaliers for the win. Let's go. Live from New York City, College Game Day, the premier portrait mode college football pregame show. Let's go.
Hey there. UVA coming off a gigantic win, one of the biggest wins they've had in a couple of years, beating FSU at home in Scott Stadium. So now they're taking on Louisville, one of the teams I hate the most. And I need to know from my expert here, guest picker, who's going to win between Louisville and UVA. Who we got? Yeah, I agree. Louisville's the worst. Virginia, the Who's your daddy? Virginia wins against Louisville.